Good morning, namaste. Welcome to another Saturday Sadhana. We are back
Hello, friends.
with Dr. Oke, one of our new favorites.
I love Dr. Oke.
He is so cool. This is 22 Shrutis Simplified, again in quotes, Chapter 4, Demonstrations, Part 2. This time he is joined by a friend. I got some notes here. Pandit Vishwa Mohan Bhatt. And he's playing an instrument that he invented. It's a modified slide guitar, and it's his own creation. So now we're going to be witnessing the harmonium, a modified harmonium that Dr. Oke has a patent on, as well as...
Where do we find these people? These geniuses.
I love that they found each other, and now we can share this with you. That's the most important thing.
Yes. Before we do, though, if you would be so kind, please hit the like and subscribe, and ring that bell.
By the way, there were several comments that suggested you should go buy our harmonium with the sliding 22 Shrutis and learn how to play that on the show.
I saw a couple of those. I conveniently ignored them because it's too much. It's too much. I can't do it. I would love to.
Now the crux of 22 Shrutis is the whole system is based on Shadja, Gandhar and Pancham, which come out of the Tanpura at a ratio of 100 to 125 to 150. Oh. And that is the principle of all the Indian ragas. Now we will see how are 22 Shrutis actually used in different ragas. Let us start with the common raga Yaman. In Yaman, we select Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Dha, Ni out of the 22 Shrutis in such a manner that we get three excellent triads which I'll demonstrate on the harmoniums. Firstly, Sa, Ga, Pa. These come at a ratio of 100 to 125.
Okay.
Next is Re Ma Dha. Again 100 to 125 to 150. And finally Pa Ni Re. Again 100 to 125 to 150. So when we select these microtones, as they are called as, or Shrutis, then we have the proper Yaman. And when we play all these Shrutis...
So in the closest proximity to that is we're just hearing like a 1-3-5 if it was a equal tempered tuning, right?
Mm-hmm.
That he's demonstrating.
Right.
For those of you who are Western listeners, what is the chords he was closest to in that relationship wise?
Well, he ended on an A. I think he did an E in there. I forget the first one that he did. Maybe a D.
Yeah, I think it was a D. You're right. So it has, and then
it's a D major.
And it walked up. Right. Okay.
Yes, D major, E major, A major.
These together, look what happens.
Crunchy.
That's jazz.
I like. Oh, what is his name again? Pandit Mohan. Hopefully, I'm saying his name. Bhatt. Watch his reaction to this.
No way.
No way. Exactly.
Now I'll request Pandit Ji to play Yaman for us.
Oh, sure.
Sound.
Yeah, it is interesting. So, he had
mm-hmm.
No, I was going to say. So he has maybe the frets themselves, where the fret is like a metal bar that goes across the neck. So maybe they're separated at a place that allows for the microtones. Is my guess, and then as opposed to a regular tuned guitar. I say regular. The guitar tune that we're used to.
I don't know. Not sure. Yeah, it almost sounds like a 12-string guitar where you have the main pitch and then an octave, a smaller string right
Yeah,
next to it.
just the way it's
But yeah,
resonating.
I'd have to see it closely. But yeah, it's cool.
Interesting.
Different tone.
That's pretty. It's got a steel.
This really lines up the note. It's just
Absolutely wonderful. Now the beauty is,
Yeah, I wish we had a close up of the instrument because I can't tell if the frets are raised or down. Like if it's truly fretless.
yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure. Maybe you guys know in the comments.
And just real quick,
Curious.
the precision that is required for slide guitar in general is crazy. So
Right.
I play guitar, and every once in a while, like in a recording session, I'll try to bring out the slide, and it's tough, to get it where you want it to go,
Right.
and to do it in the context of Shrutis and that level of precision of, now it's not just hitting one note, now you have three versions of one note, and man, the way that he locks in is just you can
Great.
just like it's just man, it's automatic.
the Rishabha which is coming in this Yaman is a higher Rishabha because it has to be consonant with Pancham. Just listen to this. Now, when we want to play a different set of ragas, we'll take Panditji example of Gorakh Kalyan.
Yes.
Now, in Gorakh Kalyan, we'll have to change the Pancham to Madhyam. Now, just see what happens if we use the same Rishabha, which is the higher Rishabha with Madhyam. You will see that it is not consonant. Therefore, we'll have to reduce it.
No. Similarly,
We'll have to reduce the Dhaivat also because it has to be consonant with Madhyam. Look at this. This was the Dhaivat in Yaman. But in Gorakh Kalyan, so again in Gorakh Kalyan we get the Sagapa. Look at this. And
Beautiful.
Took out the difference of Shrutis so well. If we used the Daivat of Yaman, it would have not sounded as it should be in Gorakh Kalyan. Very, very nice.
this is the reason why it is said that in every raga we must know whether it is a Madhyam prominent raga or a Pancham prominent raga, because the Rishabha and the Dhaivata will depend
Right, because
upon
that totally would change the.
So Gorakh Kalyan with a
feeling.
lower Rishabh and Dhaivat. Yeah.
That is fast and clean. It really is.
This isn't how we landed the note though.
Previously, Dha was
I'm trying to zoom in. I want to see what he's doing. I want to see this
Yeah.
instrument.
Now we will take a pair of ragas Puriya Dhanashri and Bhopal Todi. In Puriya Dhanashri, we will have a lower Rishabh and Dhaivat. Whereas in Bhopal Todi, we will have to use a higher Dhaivat because the lower Dhaivat is not consonant with Shadja. See this. And therefore, we have to use a higher Dhaivat. I will now change the harmonium from lower Dhaivat to a higher Dhaivat and see.
I mean,
Bhopal Todi, we have a higher Dhaivat because Dhaivat has to be consonant with Shadja. And in Puriya Dhanashri, we have the lower Rishabh and lower Dhaivat.
as Dr. Oak is talking, I'm still trying to learn some of the vocabulary, just some of the basic vocabulary. Sometimes seeing something written and then you hear a different person say the same thing, if the accent's different or my ears are just better one day over the other. Still kind of absorbing. Someone in last week's video left this wonderful key here. Thank you to, what's your name? Jimmy. And several of you have done this or helps break this down. We try to go back and learn this. And I'm going to pin this in that video for those of you who are following along and want to learn the full swara names, the short names, because I'm still learning them. I'm not catching the sa, re, ga, but the gandhar, I'm like, wait, is that shruti or is that a different word? Is it an instrument? Look, I get confused.
Right.
And then you also pointed out that Como literally means soft, lowered, and ati means very. And then tivra means sharp, and shuddha means pure or natural. So just a quick shout out. Thank you for help breaking this down. Your time here helps us learn and hopefully others watching as well, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
All right, so back to it. Oh no! Your subscriber black just dropped.
Yes, my tape job.
Just leave it. We'll keep listening.
All right, fine. Gosh.
We'll leave it in.
Anything that can happen. Anything can happen on the show.
Bhopal Todi with higher Rishabh, Gandhar and Dhaivat.
This is a cool mood. I like this one.
going ahead with the examples of Bihag and Chandrakaus to show the difference between Shuddha Nishad.
Wow.
In Bihag, we must have a Shuddha Nishad which is consonant with Pancham. For example, so the Nishad has to be, this is the lower Nishad.
Okay.
Whereas in Chandrakaus, as Pancham is absent, we have to go to a higher Nishad, and I will just make from lower Nishad to a higher Nishad. This is the lower one. So firstly, we'll play Bihar.
Obviously, I've never played that instrument, but he makes it look so easy. Like you were saying, just the slide guitar. It's like
you can tell his ear is just impeccable because he's basically matching what Dr. Oak is doing.
right.
Because Dr. Oak is sort of outlining chords, and then he's sort of playing around that. But a cool thing about this is the fact that there is chords, because that's
right.
a lot of more classical stuff that we listen to. It's more of a drone, and usually the drone is just one note. Okay, and it's not. You don't have minor or major chords, and particularly not changing minor or major chords. And it's really the raga that makes it, gives it the shape.
Right. Yes.
So this is an interesting thing to see that sort of that raga melody with
evolution of something underneath. Yeah, because that changes the mood in and of itself.
As a Western recording artist,
do you want to put your piano on? I don't know if you're referencing something.
Oh yeah, sure. So any major chord that you play, and you can hear it, the equal tempered. It's never, as we've been learning, and as probably many of our viewers, Indian viewers, know, you can't have a major chord sound in tune because
this is the major third, exactly.
Yeah, it's that relationship. So with Western music where we don't have Shrutis, we've sort of just resigned to the reality that it's just going to be a little bit out of tune.
It's and just going to exist that way, yeah.
You just ignore it. You just like, oh, that's the way it is. So to hear this...
It's fine.
So it's just great.
It's wild.
Now an example of Chandrakaus where Gandhar, Dhaivat, Nishad, all the Shrutis are higher with Madhyam.
I like this one more. Or at least his choices. I like that.
For the benefit of all of us, to play the lower Nishad and the higher Nishad one after the other.
Sure.
Fun fact, the raga we just heard is what we're going to be experiencing next week.
Firstly,
I'm
the
just looking at my
Bihari
notes. I'm like, that,
The
that
lower
raga
one.
looks familiar.
Nice.
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. The difference is mainly between Marwa and Puriya is of Shuddha Daivat. And I'll tell you the reason why that has to be done. The Komal Rishabh, which is lower, if you play this Komal Rishabh with Shuddha Daivat, which is lower Komal Rishabh, lower Shuddha Daivat. There is no consonance between Komal Rishabh and Shuddha Daivat, just here. Now, in order to get a consonance, we have to move from lower Shuddha Daivat to a higher Shuddha Daivat and see the magic. So the Daivat Rishabh becomes Shadja Gandhar. We'll start with Puriya and then change to higher Daivat and play Marwa. Firstly, Puriya. And now Marwa with a higher Daivat, where Daivat and Rishabh become the Shadja Gandhar.
I mean, it's... It's similar from going, minor, major. It's just like that. It takes just... It's not even a full... It's not...
Semitone.
Yeah, it's not a full semitone in the equal tempered. It's in between that span, but it's enough.
But there's that much of a discrepancy in feeling that it gives, like a minor to major for us.
All it needs to completely shift the sensation.
But more subtle, and I think that's the thing that we love about indie music is the subtleties. There's just it creates a mood that's almost you can't define, and that's sort of that intrinsic. That to me, that's that sort of connection with spirituality is like. You can't put a label on it. It's just
right.
It goes.
Like
you can't put words into it.
You know what an emotional wheel is? That's used like for acting and basic communication. It's got like it's happy, sad, anger, bored, whatever it is. It's like the first 5, and then it branches into happy is also it's joyful, it's complete, it's this, and then it branches like. So I think that's kind of what happens here is you start to get into these microtones. It's more of a refined version of that feeling, or not necessarily better or worse, because I still love the Western scale. I love the music that I enjoy.
For sure.
But it is interesting to kind of zero in specifically beyond that first layer, if you will. It's kind of how I'm seeing it.
Yeah, and I will say in general, if we have to put some sort of label on it, whenever you're lower, whenever you go lower in a tonality or intonation, what generally tends to happen is it creates a darker mood. However you want to label darker, it can be more introspective. It can be a little more mysterious. It can be sadder, if you will.
Right.
And then as you go higher, it tends to sound a little happier, a little brighter, a little more energetic. So that's sort of what happens between the two Shrutis, the lower and the higher. But to be able to just slap a label on it saying, oh, this this gives this emotion. It's too, and plus just the nature of a raga anyway. You can't
relative
really
to yeah, exactly.
It's not just it's not simplistic enough to give it just one or two or three labels that are just like, oh, that makes me feel happy. That's joyful.
That's
it's
blue.
Like,
that's
no,
red. That's
like
yellow.
Partly joyful. It's partly this. It's partly this. It's partly this, and that's sort of the mystical quality to it for me.
I agree. Sure. I agree.
Can you please demonstrate the lower thigh?
I love these guys. I love them. I love them.
Beautiful.
What about Sohini?
Please play Sohini with all the lower Shrutis. See, in Sohini,
how many ragas do you have memorized so far, Johnny?
Oh, well, ever since the 72 ragas, I got those down.
I know, right?
Those are down.
It's amazing.
So, roughly 90.
Okay. Me too.
Nishad will be the Pancham of Gandhar. Madhyam will be the Pancham of Nishad. And Dhaivat will be the Pancham of Gandhar. Sohini with all the lower Shrutis.
Wow.
This definitely gives it more of a mysterious, to me. It's just almost slightly unresolved, like that feeling of suspense.
So we'll take now Todi and Multani. In Todi, we use all the lower Shrutis. And in Multani, we use a higher Gandhar and higher Dhaivat. So in Todi first...
This should be really different then. Darker, for sure.
We use a higher Gandhar and therefore the approach to Gandhar is also from Tivra Madhyam. This is the Gandhar of Todi, lower one. Now we will make the higher one. And therefore we will have to also take a higher Dhaivat.
Yeah, it's a different vibration for sure.
It's well, exactly what you were describing. It's like if you tend to, if notes within the raga are a little bit flat or sharp, a slower vibration or faster vibration, it shifts the feeling tone, the sensation response to it. And this is just on the instrument. If this was being sung, then you've got the extra layers of the complexity of the vowel formation, and then just, even more of an organic, literally living instrument that would add to that, I think, separation between the two on a greater scale, I would imagine.
My mind can't help but imagine the man who discovered the first Shruti and the combination of emotions of like, oh, I discovered this thing, and also the dread of like, oh shit. Like the Pandora's box that has now been opened of the unbelievable amount of possibilities that are now created, and the endless discovery that's going to be taking place. Listening to all these combinations and all these different things, just like, wow. I mean, it's
There's
one
so
thing
many
in the Western scale to have 12 notes, because obviously music goes well beyond just 12 notes. I mean, the combinations of sounds you can make, the chords you can do. It's I mean, I'm still discovering things to this day within that. But that's 12 notes. Now you're expanding that by how much, and then all the ragas that you can do over it. It's just it's that's really infinite. And
yeah, it's like art will never be complete. Like it's like there's no complete cycle of of possibilities. Yeah, that's the beauty of it.
As soon as you start breaking a single note, an equal temper note, into to three, and then the combinations that happen with that, it's just like
it's like plugging into the Matrix for the first time.
It is.
It's like, wow.
So note the difference. The approach to Gandhar in Todi is always from Rishabha, whereas in Multani, the approach to Gandhar is from Tivra. Todi. And Multani. So these approaches to different swara, they actually show us the secret of Shrutis. Would you like to make a comment on this?
It is. He rightly said that approach to each note in each rag is different. It's not a rule that Gandhar will come from Madhyam. No, it can come from Rishabh also, like he showed for rag Todi. Todi Gandhar comes from Re Ga Re Sa. While in Multani, approach of Gandhar is from Tivra Madhyam. Ga ma pa ma ga ma ga re sa ni a je while in Todi ga re sa di ma da ni re ga ma da re ga re.
Well, that just confirmed what I was just saying. You translate it to this instrument, and it just takes, for me personally, it just takes me to another place beyond what a static instrument can do. It's just, there's just more story and depth and experience that just shows up when you put it through the larynx with the wind instrument in that way. That was awesome.
Yeah. And there's no coincidence, I believe, that these amazing instrumentalists are also sing these parts, because it starts here, and you have to know the notes. And not to necessarily say that everybody who can hear it here translates down here, but it is linked.
For sure.
It starts with being able to do it, and that's something in my lessons that I try to have my students be able to sing, because it's, to just play it here.
You learn it so much faster too.
The connection is so much better if you can sing it.
Well, when we were learning conical, when we were witnessing that. I don't want to say learning might be a strong word.
Right.
But he was explaining too that you had to verbalize it before you would even play it on tabla or whatever the instrument is. So I think that, I think it's a wonderful way to learn any instrument. I think it's incredibly linked. That was cool.
So actually our ancient gurus have made it very simple for us. If we only go through the proper tradition.
But at the same time, you have explained it very well and made the audience listen and understand the difference. What is the difference?
Yes.
Ustad, Pandits, they all did. But how to analyze, you have done a great job, sir.
Thank you very much.
And it is very, very much visible, and you are demonstrating it by playing the right shrutis used in each rag, in each note.
Yes, thank you very much. So this is the secret of the use of 22 shrutis in different ragas. Unless we know the microtone which the shruti is. A swara is a tone, or it's a bigger area.
Yes.
But the microtone is extremely important. And we have 22 microtones or 22 shrutis amidst a sea of nadas. See, whatever comes in between two shrutis are not actually shrutis. They are the nadas. For example, I would request Pandit ji to just play Shri and show us the difference between Pancham and Rishabh, which are connected with nadas. So they are not shrutis. We only use. So whatever we please. I'm not sure. Please. Shri. संगीत श्रुति और नादों का खेल बन गया। 22 श्रुति और उनको कनेक्ट करने वाले नाद। So this is the secret of Indian classical music again. 22 fixed microtones within a saptak connected beautifully by nadas. Wow. Thank you very much, Pandit ji, for having spent so much time with us and demonstrating all these ragas in a wonderful manner. We have always wondered how every time your hand goes to that micro position. It's absolutely
right. So, congratulations, Oke Saab. You have done a great job. I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much. And do you really feel this knowledge should percolate right down to the students of India?
Yeah, I would rather insist that in every university in India and abroad, this should be a subject. And it should be a part of the syllabus.
Curriculum.
Yes, curriculum. So that they know how our music emerged from what to what, and how ragas were made out of these microtones.
And how wonderfully the Shadja Gandhar Pancham concept of Tanpura is taking us to all possible ragas.
Almost.
But the knowledge on 22 Shruti is going to all the students is more important.
This is going to be benefited so well to the students and to the musicians who are practicing music also. So I really recommend his wonderful research to all the awards deserving to him.
I'm so glad we found this.
Since you have mentioned Nobel Prize, since you have mentioned it, I assume that I have already received it. Thank you very much.
I'm too small for it. Thank you very much.
So, I mean, this would have been amazing when you're learning piano, or music as a whole, or even when you got to college, when you were taking jazz classes, things like that. Even just a day where they explained what these shrutis are would anchor your experience in what you're hearing with microtones and in music. Even if you didn't pursue that as Westerners,
Right.
if that wasn't of an interest, but to have that awareness, it just
Fine tunes the ear for
it
sure.
really
it's just-
does.
yeah.
I think having that knowledge is a wonderful thing for the world to have. And yeah, this is a great series.
Absolutely. Yeah, just great teachers too. I mean, they're one of my favorite things is people that are passionate, knowledgeable, and humble about their craft, and these two have that in spades.
For sure.
So just a pleasure to watch.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us again for the Saturday Sadhana. Be sure to join us next week for another listening experience. We hope you have an amazing day.
Yes, and check out our Indian playlist while you're at it as well. We will see you soon.
Bye.